bathroom. Oh, sorry, smiling moo. But if you have TikTok, it will be on TikTok. You were invited. Yay! Red, I forgive you. You are welcome anytime. Good morning, Cynthia. Hello, Christy. Chest day. 35 days. 35 days, DB? 35 days. Hi guys. I know that like I say this every day. I feel like it's repetitious. I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We are gonna do it. Hi Fibro, how are you? Hi newbie. Welcome. Sorry. Apologize. No, I don't. Good morning from Houston. Good morning, Christine. Don't fall asleep. It's okay. I would. Oh, thanks, Denise. I am struggling today, but I will do it because that's what I do. I push through. I prevail. I rise above it. I am, I don't know, queen of my mountaintop. And I crack myself up. Ugh. Anywho, I would be too. If I were your husband, though, I would be fucking with you a little bit more and keep turning on that. That's what you get for having a smart home. If I have been pouting all morning, for the most part. I have been pouting. I'm tired. I'm tired. So I don't think I'm gonna swim today. Well, it depends. I gotta do a little bit more yard work today. Every day I gotta do. Every day I gotta do a little bit of something good. Tell me something good. Good Sheila. We have two. It's been nice. I am not from Texas, and I am not in Texas. This is from my good friend Lisa, who wanted me to represent the Texans. Oh yeah, 35. I'm just, because I just keep pushing too much. I had a lot of shit to do yesterday. I got it done. Busy, had a business meeting, and with 50,000 things to do, right? 50,000 things to do while my husband sits on his ass. And just all he does is content. That's it. I do content. I do. I do housework. Yep. I do yard work. And I try to get a little bit more time for me, right? Yeah, business meetings. The business meeting is not stressful, but y'all, I have just been, I get a snag at every fucking corner, snag. My advice of the day, this is what my advice of the day is for anybody entering a business with somebody else. Make sure things are clearly defined. Make sure things are the way you want it. And make sure you have signatures on everything. Right? Make sure. Make sure. Lesson learned. Motherfucker. Anyhow, so so this new business venture will be exciting, hopefully. New merch, which I don't have to take care of, and I don't have to worry about anything other than me telling him what I want him to do and all the new things. So we have some exciting things along the road. I have some exciting ideas for myself. Mildred. So I'm excited for my growth personally as a influencer. See, every time I say it, I feel it and I love it. Rashim, good for you. Do it. Hi, Emily. Millie the Pig. Mildred is her full name. Mildred the Pig Salinger. Her middle name is the Pig. Because we do call her the Pig. So I have some exciting things. So we will be meeting, and this guy has been superb in that he is trying to make sure that we are comfortable in every way possible because of our last adventure that, as Iceman said, it crash and burn. So I also had a Gertrude, but she wasn't a pig. She was a dog, and she was really cute. So yes, come. I have some great things. So we spent some time chatting about that. So he's going to come out and visit us, and we are going to do some signing on the dotted line. That's what we're doing. So yes. So again, I will prevail, and I will stand on top of my mountain and scream. But in the process, until I figure it all out and get pissed off, I'm going to piss off. And I'm going to be mad. And I'm going to be fucking angry about the things in life that didn't just go my way. That's it. That's it. Plain and simple, it just sucks. Lesson learned. Fuck us for being stupid. Really. That's what it's all about. Anyhow, not everybody, has an agenda in life, but there are many who do. So watch your back. Give a little side eye until you know. And you know if you know. I didn't know until it was too late, or else we would have evacuated a lot quicker. But that's what happens in life. There are bad people out there. The bad people are there, waiting to pounce and waiting to take advantage of people who might give something back. But I digress. I just needed to get that off my chest. Because every day this fucker is like a leech in my side. Every day this fucker comes up strong and reminds me of my journey. But listen here, fucker. Because I'm sure you're watching just under a different name. Remember, karma is a bitch. Anywho, I move on. How is your Wednesday going? It is hump day. It is the day of the man. It is the day of the wiener. It is the day of the woman, as always. But we will give a little attention to the men because, they whine about it if we don't. So let's give them a little bit of love and attention today. If you've got a man, shake his hand. If you've got a brother, pat him on the back. And if you've got a dad, give him a big smooch and say thank you for planting the seed in my mama. Thank you for making me have a laugh. And thank you for penetrating my mom. Did I say that already? Shit. If you've got a man and you want to do more than just shake his hand, do it to him. Get it, do it, love it. Give it to him hard. Ride him like a cowboy would ride a horse and tell him you're welcome. Danielle Salinger said to do this. And maybe he'll like me even more. I don't know. It's fine. You don't have to, but I'm just saying. Go see you. Aww. Cheryl, I bet you need that day off. I call it the belly button of the week. Yeah. It's the belly button of the week. And if you have a Mikey, say, say you likey. I do have a Mikey. However, he's my brother, so I likey him. I lovey him, but I don't like him in that way because that would be completely and utterly weird. I mean, my toxic. I really want to go to the casino. Dan was like, "You're disgusting." Because yesterday I said, "You're lucky," because this bitch was going to go to the casino today, and he looked at me and he was like, "Ugh." That is the most disgusting thing I've ever said. He didn't really say it in the Valley Girl accent, but in my head, that's how I heard it. You are repulsive. Oh, thank you. Well, let me tell you what I think about you right now. I'm repulsive, bruh. Bruh. Look in the mirror. That's what I said. And I said, guess what? I fucking was gonna take my repulsive ass to the casino, but I didn't. So you're welcome that I stayed home with you, bruh. Yes. How do I? I'm dying today. Anita, thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, fucking Dan. You're disgusting. Well, good. I like to be disgusting while I push my button and drink my alcohol. Fucker. Good morning, Charlene. Nikki, go in, go back out. Love the art. Thank you, Lori. It's a pain in the ass. Kelly, I'm dragging ass today. Hi, Blue. I'm tired. That's what I said. I'll be disgusting, but I will not have any man telling me what to do. If I want to be disgusting all by myself in the casino, well, that's what I'm doing. Fuck you. So, lick my ass and slap my ass and call me a chicken. Hi, Monster. Yeah, hi, Kim W. Yeah, I don't give a shit. So I have to tell you, yeah, I don't care. I really don't. And I did. I said, do you really think that I give two shits of what you think about me? No, because I know you still love me and you'll forgive me, even if I did go, but I didn't go. So you're welcome, right? Hi, Colin. But I'm prepping you. Hi, Dan Pepper. I'm prepping you because I am gonna go. It's in my head. And y'all, once it's in my head, I gotta do it. I gotta love it. I gotta lose it. Or win it. Shit. I do wear the pants. Are me and Dan having marital trouble? You seem really angry. Well, if this is angry to you, then you need to seek assistance. Did Andrew get his car fixed? Yes, his mommy and daddy got his car fixed. And guess what? I have the biggest news ever. Y'all, there are two things that were the highlight of my day. And one of the things I will show you when I go in and pee, I'll bring it back out. It came at a time that was really just perfect. The timing was perfect yesterday afternoon because I just had a day. I was sitting there stressed out, getting my shit done, and trying to conquer the rest of the day. I am manifesting a casino day, so I start bringing it up just to get him used to the fact that it's gonna happen. Whatever, fucker. So, anyhow, we picked up the car. It was ready, so Andrew got home from work, and I told Dan, I said, bring the Porsche so he can test it and see if the computers have reset. You know, the last like 2 years it's been, because the car sat for 3 years, we had some work done to it, and that one computer just would not reset. So I called Porsche and they just said, keep driving, you gotta drive it. You gotta drive it, right? So, fuck, you know how Dan's been not driving it. So anywho, we've been driving it a lot more because Andrew's car. And I've just been having Andrew drive it and stuff like that. So anywho, I said bring the Porsche and see if we've cleared that, because registration's coming up again next month. So he bitched, he complained, and said, I don't want to take a bike, I said, take the fucking Porsche. You have to drive it, we have to see so we can finally fucking get the tags for it, so you don't, you know, bitch about driving it. I'm over it. He hemmed and hawed, it's fine. I said, no, I'm not gonna go and spend the fucking money and smog it, and then it's still being the same issue. So, he took it, begrudgingly, and guess what? It cleared. It cleared. So he drove right down to the smog place, had it smogged. She passed! Yes! One of the best news ever. She passed. Now we're good for 3 years. Fuck you, Porsche. So now it'll go to Dan Pepper. Well, hello there. Now it'll go to DMV, and then Well, yes. I mean, the freaking tax up there in 2018, you know. It's 5 years. It sat for 3. We've been trying to get it to work for 2, almost. Lord have mercy. So that was one of the best things ever. So that was after I got my present from my friend. So I'll have to show it to you. It was the funniest fucking thing ever. I'll have to grab it for you and see if you know what it is, because it took me a minute to look and to see what the fuck it was. I don't know, it's a Porsche, so it's quite difficult. So, oh, yeah, don't let it sit. Y'all, the longer it sits, the harder it is, because everything's dry and it needs to be driven. But we put, like, with tires and a couple of things, we put about $5,000 into it. So there was no check engine light. We have literally, fish, that's your son. And so, yeah, we just couldn't. And more expensive water because it just saps. It saps and it's sad and it's sad and it's sad. Get it, Bix. Bixie. Tip of the day. Funny you say tip of the day. Make sure you take a long drive through, but be small. Lots of long drives, Joe Gordon. It took lots of long drives. Yes, they did. He did the oil. He had some wires he needed to replace. He had a couple sensors. Hi, Kima. How are you? Thank you, Princess Park. Yeah, so no, it's done. It's fixed. We should get the tags soon. And hallelujah, right? Hallelujah. So that was one big stress. That has just been, you know, I've just been nagging, right, for a year and a half. Drive the car. I don't want to drive the car. Drive the car. We gotta drive it. And who ends up driving it? Me. So I might have him go down to AAA and get the tags today. So that way we can just call it, just get it over with. It's a 2004. Yeah. Yeah, we do have the proof, yeah. Hi, Ann. Yeah, he also, yeah, it's a great car. I mean, Dan's like, it's driven the best it's driven in years. Because we put a lot of work into it. I would probably change the oil again soon, but other than that, hey, baby steps, right? Johnny, get your iced coffee. Good morning, Adam. How are you? No feet pics lately. Y'all, with the amount of you that asked for feet pics, there'd be like 5 of you. 5 of you. Is it worth it? I'm sorry, Kings. What kind of car? It's a 2004 Porsche 911. Thanks, Danielle. Good name. Hot water bottle. Oh my God, the old ones with the plastic. The red ones. Texas Glen. Yes, one of my sweet dear friends lives there. What's the longest time I've been on a treadmill? I ran 10 miles once. I don't remember how long it took me. Oh, I'm pissed off. Luigi. Was that your name? Luigi. Pissed off. Better than be pissed on. You do, Glenn? Love it. Thank you, Brandon. I'm an inspiration. You know what? If you believe that, I love it. Thank you. I'm happy to drive a Porsche. I know. Can you drive a stick? I hate it because I hate sticking. I hate sticking. It's a nice day. But I shouldn't enter marathons. No. I have no energy. Yeah, I know. Shh, no, because I like to have some drinks, Mikey. Enjoy spending Ed's cash. John, are you smart? Do you have a brain up inside of your And if you knew better, and if you weren't so bitter, you wouldn't write a comment as ignorant as that. Best wishes, John. You be a child's mind. Huh? You be a child's mind? Oh, John. English. Is that your first language? It doesn't appear to be so. Who controls all his money? Whew, we keep going. So who controls all his money? Al? Huh? Huh? You mean all? A-L-L? John, where are you from? Before you troll, make sure you do it better than that. You don't need to work, so you're spending his money. He's money. He's money, y'all. Yes, you're so smart, John. You get an A+ on today's test. I have a perfect radio voice. Everybody has told, thanks Chris, everybody has told Dan he has the perfect radio voice. I think Dan does. And my friend's child, Jeremy has the best radio voice. Holy crap. How long do I work out? It depends. Some days longer than others. Some days not so much. Bye, Vicky. No, he wasn't. But that's okay. Dan has a face. No, he does not have a face for radio. Oh, Sheila's leaving. Bye, Sheila. You know, we got the good old trolls on TikTok. We don't get so many on YouTube, which is nice. It gives us a little break from the idiots of the world. Yeah, no, not 2 hours. I do, like today, I'm tired. I could barely swim yesterday because I was so tired. I couldn't drive a stake up a dead goat's behind. I like that. You're big. Your razor. Oh, thanks, Marlene. I'm glad I can do that for you. Good morning, Christine. Okay. I enjoyed my late afternoon cocktail. I had a good one yesterday. Y'all, I have to tell you. Well, we're getting a manager, y'all. We kind of have a manager. So, we're going to put him on that shit. So anyhow, yes. There's good things coming. I promise you. Put some thumbs up. But that's right, Cindy. There's 78 people on YouTube. There's only 39 likes. Yeah, you know, Melly, it's so funny. Ed, pays for his own shit because we don't know, what's going to happen in his future. We don't know what kind of care he's going to need. So he lives very menially, and his money is waiting in case, right? Just in case. Because, I'm sure the family could pool together, if need be, to support him in his end years. But why? We're all in a place where we can give him what he needs. He's got money if he needs to buy his stuff, which he still does like to buy his stuff. So he has that independence. But, the guy doesn't live on much money. And he doesn't need to. No. Kim, let me tell you, driving a stick at 49 sucks. Hi, Barbara Snow. How are ya? Oh, the sciatica girl. Tell me about it. I do not have a housekeeper. I literally just almost burst into tears yesterday. He's still doing okay. I really like it. The bank is amazing in the town. So I have to tell you that yesterday I had a little bit of a breakdown, right? Because my cup runneth over with, I've just been drowning myself, right? With things I gotta do. And the business aspect of everything. It's me. I'm doing it too. So I have big shoes to fill and only an 8-hour day. Good luck, Kim. So I went into Grandpa's room. It's been something that, I wash the sheets about every probably 2 weeks. So I at least get in there and do that. And when I do that, and the only reason why I go that far is because we shower him every night, right? And I've known I needed to go in there and do a little cleaning because it's about that time to change the sheets. But I just push it off, right? So I literally went in there yesterday, opened up the curtains, which I really need to do every day that he's here, for just reasons, so I can see things. And God, I was so embarrassed at my housekeeping abilities. Just something like, I'll do it tomorrow. It was, I love it. It's ass. I was so appalled. I had my Zoomies in with me, and I was like, oh my God, you guys, this is so bad. You guys need to tell this house cleaner here to get better. I'm failing. Like, I can't keep up with everything, and I'm drowning. I'm hoping that things will mellow out, and I'll be able to control it a little bit more. But yesterday I almost burst in tears because I had a hard day already. And then seeing that, I said, God, and my floors need to be replaced, okay? That floor is like a roller coaster in that room because of, remember that roof leak? Still haven't heard anything. I know, and that's what they said, Anita. My Zoomies were like, so less than tidy. I said, 100%. F my life. Like, I was like, you guys, this is really bad. Just dust. It needed a vacuum. The cat, of course, sprayed. I try to keep the doors shut because of the cats. Because, they get territorial. And, I'm failing. I need to go upstairs and clean my shop. There's a lot I need to do. And everybody's like, Danielle, get yourself a house cleaner. And I know, I really need to. Because I'm dying. I really am. And yesterday made me realize that in those crazy moments, right? In those crazy moments of busy and hectic and, all the other things I'm trying to do, I keep like putting things off because, I'll get to it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and something else, because I've realized that my life is crazy, right? And then here I was with the windows open, and I was like, oh, for the love of God, who is the person that is supposed to be cleaning this? Oh my God. Yeah, and so I literally, my Zoomies didn't know it, but I just was on the floor, and I was like, girl, you need help. You need help. I need help. I need help. So, and I am tired right now. And it's my body's way of saying, yes, Lisa, I'm one person and I take on the world. And so I was sitting there just trying to tell myself, like, girl, get your shit together and get you somebody to help you out, right? Yesterday was a good example of why I need somebody to come. So, yes. So, I have a couple names, so I'm gonna literally make some phone calls and see what people can do for me. And I'll have to like have them clean on a day, where like Grandpa's not here, so it's tough. I know, and like I went in there and I said to Dan, I'm like, I can't keep up with everything. I'm dying. I'm struggling. Hey, Paul. I'm struggling. I need an uncle, like at some point, right? Yeah, it's horrible. So, you know, I try, I really try. In some weeks it's fine, but I'm still finding myself really struggling to keep up with it all, you know? Yard and everything else. I'm hoping the business side of things won't be so crazy once I get some help on that front of it. But right now, everything it is hard to ask for help, especially for me, because I just have always done it, right? For the women out there who know, right? Who I'm talking to you. We don't ask for help because we just figure out ways to do it. We do it. And it's almost impossible to take care of 2 acres, right? Almost a 4,000 square foot home. Grandpa, bills, you know, the cleaning, the laundry, you know, all this, all that, making sure beds are up to date, making sure, you know, everybody's, 3 bathrooms, and it's a lot some days. And I do find myself struggling. But, you know, there's times like today that I'm like, you know what, it's fine. I'll figure it out. I can do it, because not every week is crazy. But, you know, I keep kidding myself. This is what I do to myself. I keep saying, nah, it's fine. Janice did. Anyhow, so that's been my struggle, and it's me who's the problem. It's me. I'm the problem. Did she come on and say that, Rick? How do we know? Did she text somebody? Sorry, we have a Zoomie that just went in it by ambulance. Yeah, all that time. Right, and still spending grandpa's money. She told us. What's wrong with her heart? Just like breathing, she's just having a hard time breathing. She's been sick too. AFib. So she has AFib. Is that normal? Oh, I like that. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. Sorry, we have a Zoomie that just went to the hospital, so by ambulance. Can't have any more Zoomies get hurt and sick, y'all. It's too much. I made my own nugget for my bear chicken. I never went out. Kimber, I haven't had time. I got sucked into cleaning up shit, you know, and all the chores that need to be done. Thank you, Heather of the Mountains. I hate that, you know. I hate seeing my family hurt and sad and upset. And I got mad at her the other day because she's had this like bronchial thing. And she seemed better yesterday, but, anyhow. I just hate when my friends are not well. Yeah, my love does it good, you know, and that's just my role. And I don't ever like, you know, I'm not complaining about it, but I do. I take on that role because I think I can do it all. And that's one of my biggest, that's one of my biggest problems, is that realizing that it's okay to not do it all. It's actually okay to sit down and spend times, oh, Barbara, I'm a good girl. It's okay sometimes to have time to myself, to just sit down for more than 20 minutes and shut my eyes, right? It's okay to have those days, but in my mind, it's not okay. In my mind, if I'm sitting down and taking too much time for myself, then I'm not doing my job. And until I'm like dead. Like last night I went and
after the night, I was just fading quick. And I wanted just to lay in bed, and Ed was just not wanting to go in bed, and I did. When my body just says I can't do it anymore. But I wait to that point of no return, where I'm like, just so exhausted, right? I know, Brandon, I need to be better. I need to be better for myself. That's my problem. Really? Where do I get Souls Nuggets? Kinder's house, do they have, I don't know, do they have that here? No, Grandpa was not driving any time in the last 4 years. Hi Jesse, how you doing? Thank you, girl. Oh, Costco? All right, we'll see if they have it here. You know every Costco is different, girl. Message me with that, please, so I remember. So my point in that is that we're our worst enemies sometimes, right? So it's really hard to put that in perspective. And it's a hard pill to swallow for those of us that are strong-willed, right? Oh, yay, Jesse. You survived the 2 weeks of nuggets. Hi, Liz. Girl, get it. I know. Oh, that's true, remember. So my message to you, there was a point in that, is that take a minute, breathe, itemize the pros and cons to everything, and know if you need help. Say it, ask for it, spend the money to get it, because the only person you're hurting is yourself. Yesterday, I was pooped. I couldn't even swim for more than 10 minutes. My body was just like, girl, what are you doing? So I kind of just floated a little bit. And I just talked to the dogs. I just marinated on the live we had yesterday in church to try to kind of figure out some things in my head. So I did take, about 30 minutes to myself after doing the yard work and just try to regain my wits about me. Tell us about that. What are you talking about, Mikey? Yeah, floating is therapeutic. And so I'm tired today, right? Bye, Nikki. I'm tired today. My body, my mind, my soul. So I have to recognize that. So you guys, I'm telling you the same thing. Some of you strong-headed people out there, I know how hard it is. So help me help you, help you help me. Get some friends offline. Oh, Blake, Lion. Now that's a great idea. Do you not think I don't have friends offline? That was troll better than that. Shh, Alina. I know, little blue, I know. I love being with my nuggets. I love being, at a casino. I love having somebody else clean my house once in a while. So I'm going to look into that. I really am going to look into the house cleaner. That's one thing I'm going to do for myself. And if it costs me $200, it costs me $200. But I need it. Like I said, I was crying yesterday because I was like, girl, what you doing? You cannot do it all. Stop trying to be superwoman. And that's one thing that I gotta let go, even if it is $200, and takes away from my little gambling, right? Yeah, Kimber, I just hate the trolls. Like, be good. Be a better troll than that. Anyhow, so, being grandpa is hard, right? It's really hard to constantly clean up. It's just added work, right? Is it possible? Superwoman and a princess? I don't know. No. Because a princess is more of somebody who sits back and relaxes with a glass of wine and grapes. or bonbons or whatever. A superwoman just doesn't sit still. Yeah, it's a little burnout, 100%. And I do this probably once every month. I go through that. Hi, Linda. I go through that feeling of being overwhelmed. Yeah, troll better. I like that. Oh, bye, Roland. Have a good one. So remember, we're on tonight. I don't know if a vacation will do it for me. It's more than just a vacation. It's my internal workings. I have misfires. Yes, and a cheese board. Oh, how did you do in Atlantic City? Hey, from Alabama. Yes. Yeah, I pay for housekeeping. And that's the thing, is that they can do the things. I know, Dan's fine. Vacations are exhausting. Because even if I went alone, I would have to come home and clean, right, from being gone for 3 days. Yes, Megan, we have had Grandpa for 8 days, and that's been a little tedious too. In my times of busy, having him longer with my patients is very difficult, right? Because I'm exhausted, I'm burnt out. I'm struggling with everything else and having sometimes that extra stress of, repeating, and I just am like, oh my God, Lord, give me the strength. Yes, Peace Pilgrim. I take Lexapro every morning for anxiety. Yeah, and it does help. Today we are exchanging Grandpa. So we're going to lunch at Dos Coyotes. We have a little possible business maybe with Dos Coyotes, since we're there all the time, and a lot of people go there because they're looking for us or whatever. So now I have to be present a lot more in those outings. So more work, more expectation. Which is not a bad thing, but yeah. So we're doing some stuff for them for a month, and we'll see, where that goes from there. So we are going today. We'll have a couple days off, and it much needed. I need some days off. It's been a long week, and like I said yesterday, having the car pass smog, and then a present my friend sent me. Yes, and Melissa, I believe that. Like, vacations they're not really de-stressing to me. Vacations are stressful. I'm worried about the dogs, I'm worried about the house, I'm worried about, everything else, and then coming home and having to, clean the house, and I don't know. New banner, it is slower, because there's only 300 people in here. So anyhow, am I not teaching Andrew what to do with children? John, my son gets up every day at 5:30 a.m. And he goes to work. He does manual labor all day long, and is on his feet. Works 8, 9, 10 hours sometimes, which is a hard job. Do I expect him to do much? No, I don't. Because of the fact that he's doing it. He's doing work. He's working hard, and he's tired. And what is he going to do? He keeps his room clean for the most part. I vacuum my desk. I do all that stuff. He keeps the bathroom up, as much as he can do. He does errands for me if I need it. He does the things that I rely. But no, it's not his job to clean the house. It's not his job. If I need help, he helps me. And to me, that's what's important. And he's not home all day. It's not like he's home all day doing nothing. If he was home doing nothing all day, he would do more, yes. It's funny that you asked that question, because I think he stopped doing his stuff too soon, his medication on his thing. And yeah, yesterday he's like, I think I need to use it. No shit, you need to use it. You want my t-shirt? Yeah, Amazon, I think. My friend bought it through Amazon. Isn't this cute? And it's my favorite color. So yes, I believe he's doing his part. He gets up every day by himself. You know, I'm very proud of him because his dad can't even do that. I think he's one of the hardest workers. And even his dad's impressed, you know, that he is doing it. Yay, Mike. Welcome. So I'm proud of him, and like I said, if I need help, he does it. He may bitch about it, but who doesn't? And I don't mind doing things for him because I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. He's got really good work ethic. He shows up to work. He doesn't call in sick. I mean, even when he had poison ivy, right? He went to work, and I was begging him to not. Yeah, and sometimes I have to redirect him. Andrew, put your fucking clothes in the hamper. Andrew, shut the shower curtain. You know, those types of things. And he'll get on it. He's just 19, barely, you know. It's my job, I feel, John. And we talked about this. I've talked about this before. It's been a long time since I've worked inside of the house. No, Jesse. Abort. See these eyes? These crazy eyes? And yes, I'm an enabler. I have been an enabler for a long time. But I have felt like that was my job. Because I didn't work outside of the home. So I felt that my job, the cleaning, the laundry, you know, beds made, all that stuff, because I set that standard for myself. I set that standard. He'll be 19 next month. I did it to myself. I wanted to do it. I still want to do it, or I wouldn't do it. Sometimes, yes, I do need help. But he can't help me when I need it because he's working. Yes, please, Jesse, please. So I do it because I want to. People come on here and say, oh, you complain too much. I'm not complaining because I wouldn't do it if I didn't want to. I enjoy to do what I do. But sometimes I have to realize I'm not getting any younger, right? I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting tired. I can't continuously work all day long without feeling some sort of way. That just means that, you know, maybe Dan should help out more. Maybe we need to make more money so I can afford, you know, people to help me out. Yeah. But I'm realizing I'm almost 50, right? A lot of people say things like, oh, that's young, but your body changes, right? Your body changes. Things are getting, sometimes I'm outside and I'm laughing at myself, right? Because I'm like, I'm tired. I was shoveling up shit. And I'm like, God, I'm tired. And I'm laughing. I'm heat exhaustion. I'm tired. You know, all the things. And I just giggle at myself, you know. Thank you, Christine. Yeah, right. Dan, what? 69. I know, Mike. I imagine when I hit 69, I'll be like 1 foot in the grave already. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. I don't think he's dangerous in that way. But yes, I would not want you hanging in there. And yes, that's my caregiving ways, right? So I know I'm speaking to a lot of you who have the same thoughts and feelings. No, I told him yesterday, I can't do it. I can't do it all. Like I'm failing at everything. I feel like I'm a failure, and I hate that. I hate that. You're welcome, Chapman. Get it. Ugh, Arizona, you guys are hitting 115 at least today. So, yeah, spoiled. No, spoiled is not doing what I'm doing. Spoiled is having everything taken. The housewives are spoiled, right? When they have everything taken care of for them, that's spoiled. My hands are calloused My feet have blisters on them from, working around the yard the other day and shoveling up shit. That's not spoiled to me. That's a hard worker. Oh, Karen, hello, we're here for you, girl. The last couple days has been 93. The morning has been beautiful. The evenings have been beautiful. I have been able to open up my house and turn my fan on, right? So that's good temperature. Yeah, no mowing. Well, that's a blessing or a curse. I know, Emily, and it is. But in my mind, I'm failing, right? Since I can't keep up with the shit that, I need to keep up with, it makes me feel like a failure. I know I'm not, but I feel like it. Because in my mind, I must accomplish all my tasks that I set out. So my neighbor, who's 75, Clint, he told me a long time ago, he said, girl, write your lists, right? I know, Mike. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, Melody, and daycare is not easy. I worked in daycare for over 10 years. Yeah, I bet, Momster. You're welcome, Karen. Nobody's talking about not having a great life. I don't, when people make comments like that, like you guys have a great life, nobody's disputing the fact that there are a lot of good things in my life. This is life. This is the day-to-day struggles that most women have. Some men have it. I don't think that I'm saying I'm ungrateful in any way. I'm just saying that sometimes it gets overwhelming, right? To do everything I do. And it's difficult. Some days, most days, I do it with perfection and ease. And then there's those days, like yesterday, I just wanted to cry. I did. We had an intense live. I didn't feel so emotional until after I ended it. And I posted a little video after because it was still on my mind. And yesterday, I was going through a lot of different feelings and emotions and, feeling like I'm not doing good enough, right? And how am I going to tackle all the things that I need to tackle? I had my minute, and then I just got up. And I just said, girl, get your ass in gear, because that's what you have to do. And I did it. And then, we got some good news. We got a present. We got things that made me laugh. And that helps. That helps, And so I got up. I finished what I have on my list. And I felt accomplished, right? And then 7:30 hit, and I was like, fuck, this bitch is tired. I need to go to bed. And then Ed was giving me shit, and I was like, damn it. So finally, I went in the room. I sat my ass down at 8, and I said, Dan, go see what your dad's doing. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sitting down. I'm exhausted. You take care of him. Get him to bed. Do what you got to do. But I am not getting up, and I'm not dealing with him. And sometimes, it takes that with him because he's not very observant of me and how I'm feeling. The little bit of, like, hey, I'm dying here. I'm overwhelmed. I can't keep up with everything. You would think would be a clue, right? But it's not. He just doesn't get it. Would be more of a, like, oh shit, let me see what I can do to help her. Unless I really break down. I'm like, dude, I'm gone. Like I'm out. And sometimes you do have to spell it out for them. Anyhow, no, I think most women do what I do. I think some men do too. There's some great men out there who take care of a lot, and they're observant of their wife's struggles or, exhaustion and stuff like that.
And so unfortunately, my guy, you have to be like, dude, are you crying? Yes. Why? Because I'm like overwhelmed with what? Do you not see what I'm doing all day long? Do you not see me not moving? Like, do you not see? He doesn't, I don't think. I really think he's blind. Like, bruh. I'm breaking out with pimples. That could be just menopause. Yeah. Like, sometimes I'm like, I just want to take this 25-pound weight and hit him on the head with it. It does get mentally taxing. And yesterday was a day. I was just feeling like I was feeling it. It was like this dark cloud holding me under, you know, and then, you know, all the other shit, the little intricacies of my life, of people calling, people wanting to talk, and people wanting something from me. And I was like, nope, not going to do it. I'm not talking. I'm not getting, I don't have the willpower to, or the energy to invest in other people's issues. I'm out. I'm setting my boundaries. Everybody take the message. I'm not responding. I can't, you know, there's some days that, yeah, and the loss of our friend, you know, that was something that was very difficult for me in different ways, right? The loss of that friend, you know, like a lot of my mourning was a couple months ago. Like, you know, again, like I explained, like you never think about losing, you know, like that's when you started this journey, you never think about, you know, the things that come along with it. I don't have time, Leo. I don't have time to deal with my issues, so I push them aside. Honestly, I've always, I don't know, Sleeps. I don't know if she's here. Sometimes she's on YouTube lately. Yeah, and so I, you know, I was like, what? How am I supposed to deal when she told us about the news, you know, about her life and what was happening and why she joined the Zoom and what brought her, you know, here and I just remember like falling apart. I'm like, how am I supposed to deal with this? How am I supposed to get close to people and lose them? Like, that's not something you think about, you know? And here I am faced with this mortality of somebody who's going to be here for only a short period of time, you know? And, you know, for nobody knows that I struggled with that.
I'm not sure I understand.
Because I'm not talking to you. I struggled with that for a lot before, you know, a lot longer before, you know, the death, right, per se. I was having a hard time knowing, you know, that the journey was going to be a quick one for her in our lives. And that was hard for me. It was really hard for me. And I haven't shared that with people because, you know, that's not, you know, I didn't want to burden people with that because that's not me. But it took me, it just threw me off the loop. Like how am I supposed to deal with all this shit? How am I supposed to deal with, you know, fallouts and all this shit and then death on top of all that with these people who are in my home? And, you know, of course it brings up PTSD, right? Because my mom and her dying at the same age practically, and you know all those feelings coming through, and hi Taylor, and you know trying to deal with other things in my life. There's times that, you know, we all have to say enough's enough, you know. And yesterday, I said enough's enough, right? I'm not going to put myself in situations anymore where I'm dealing with the interpersonal relationships of people that I cannot control, right? People in my lives, people on my Zoom, people having conflict,
people, wanting to keep me aware of certain things and want my help in certain things. I'm not doing it anymore. We're all adults in this world, and we have to figure out how to cope and how to deal with other people or not other people, or the choice is yours. But I cannot fix everything and everybody, and I can only help as much as I can. But I've decided that I cannot be everybody's savior, right? I can't do it, and try to save myself at the same time. Maybe when I'm not so busy, maybe when I have more time to give to the monotony of things, then I will give it. But I'm going to be a straight shooter from now on. I have to, because I am drowning in my own shit. I can't worry about the other things sometimes. Plain and simple. No, I will not do away with Zoom. Nope. They're just gonna have to figure it out. Everybody's gonna have to figure out and take their own responsibility and role into that room. Most people do well with it. Most people do well with it. And most people take accountability when they're wrong. But I will no longer be I will not be that person that people go to try to fix things. You have to accept people for who they are, for what they are, and if you don't like it, you have to figure it out. I'm not here to fix it. I can't. And for my sanity, I will not. My boundaries set. And my boundaries will continue to be set. Unless I ask, hey, what's going on, with things, then I'm setting myself up. But when I'm busy, I cannot be bombarded. I just can't. It's not fair for me, and it's not fair to my family, and it's not fair to, all the other people who, need me in a way with just stupid shit, right? Stupid shit I will no longer deal with. And what may be stupid for you and stupid for me are two different things. But it has to be extremely important for me to get involved at this point, because I don't have time. And my time is limited. As far as friends go, don't take it personal if I'm not calling you back. Don't take it personal if I just don't have the energy. Don't take anything personal unless I come to you with a problem. I can't do it. There's days that I just can't talk. I'm not in the mood to talk. I am spent. I'm exhausted, and I have too much on my plate. Plain and simple. Be respectful, everybody. Yourself. I'm not even just talking about me, but tell people, set your boundaries. It's so important to do that. Some people get it, some people don't. But, I'm not that person who's going to come on and say, I'm struggling. Y'all, unless I really am at my wit's end. I can't do it, right? But I'm not that type of person who wants that type of energy, or I want those types of things, So, these are all the things that I'm talking about. These are all the things I was thinking about after yesterday. And what do I try to do? I need to practice what I preach, right? I need to practice what I teach you. Why is it okay for me to set boundaries for certain things and not others? It's not. My boundaries are set. I'm setting them, and I'm getting stronger every day, which is allowing me to do it. And a lot of people just don't get what's on my plate, and that's fine. But there's times that I'm just, I get messages and I'm like, I just can't.
I can't, y'all. Y'all have to fight these battles on your own. You know, I can't continuously fix them. Yesterday, the stuff that I was getting on a day that I had,
Fill me in.
I
Fill
just-
me in, Ash.
I just giggled. I was like, today's not the day. Today's not the day. Boundaries are hard, Dawn. Boundaries are hard. Boundaries are extremely hard. And I have to put more and more and more in place. Because of where I'm going and what I'm doing. Bye, Paul.
Bye, Danielle.
How's Deb?
I was telling Dan, she started a new medication
Yeah.
that's really, really helpful, but she's pretty comatose. It really sedates her. So she just got to the top level. We see her neurologist in 2 weeks, so we'll start dialing it back to try and find a medium. But last month she had only like 3 seizures, and this month she hasn't had any seizures.
I know, but
Yeah, exactly. So at least that's been effective. So now we'll dial back and see if we can get.
because she doesn't want to. She wants to get out and moving.
She does,
I'm
but
sure.
she's paying the tab of all the seizures she's had over
So
the years.
yeah, really bad.
So with her age, which was something the neurologist said at some point, it'll seem like she kind of has early onset dementia.
Paul, I'll see you
So-
next month, man.
Okay, Dan.
Thanks again for coming
Yeah,
here.
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at. Even if she does get some awareness back, not so sedated, it's just too much has been, it's been hard, but we knew it was gonna eventually happen,
Yeah.
so, now I'm just trying to keep her from falling down, cause having seizures in her age just gets,
And she's small.
and she's small, she finally gained her weight back, cause like I said, she was down to 76 pounds.
Shit.
Yeah. They were like, she's gotta eat. I'm like, she won't eat. She won't do anything. Yeah. Yeah, I thought she was basically just throwing in the towel.
Yeah.
I thought she was throwing in the towel. But then she bounced back, so now she's 120 pounds.
Oh.
That's the
good.
license weight. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she's been. She's been forever. So she's back to there, but she's still. It's just weight.
Is
It's
she in
not
bed a
muscle
lot,
weight.
or
Mhm.
so like when you're gone, where's she do?
She's laying watching TV in bed.
Okay.
She doesn't get up and do. She doesn't do anything really.
So you're just at this point, you're a caregiver.
Exactly. Yeah. So when she does want to, I'll stand in the kitchen. And she'll do some things there. So I got to stand there. I have to stand while she showers.
Yeah.
Right there. So it is what it is. It's
It is
what
what it
we it's where we knew we were going to end up. So
Eventually.
it just happened really fast. Which
Well, and you gotta stay healthy.
Yeah, that's what I do. I really do.
Paul.
Healthy, not healthy.
Yeah, not healthy, but healthy. All right, send her my love.
I will, Danielle.
All right. So that's my old neighbor. Before we moved here, him and his wife, she has epilepsy. And so this woman has extreme, these poor things. I've been around it, for years. We lived there. And God, I'm getting pimples everywhere. And anyway, so poor thing. She's, everybody's getting older and it's getting more difficult. And so I love the fact that, he comes once a month and keeps us in tune and everything like that too. Oh, hi, my William. How you doing? So anyhow, just again, a reflection. Remember, when I talk about the things that I'm going through in my life, I talk about them with you guys because I know there's other people going through the same shit. It's shit. It's just life shit that we all face with, and sometimes we slip, right? And sometimes we fall back into the same patterns because it's easy to do. But in days like yesterday, when I'm like, oh, Uncle, somebody help me. I don't have the patience. So just don't take offense to anything, if you're in my life a little bit closer, just try not to take any offense. Sometimes I recoil when I'm stressed. And that's one of if you don't know me already as a friend or a foe, you know that I typically recoil when I'm under due stress. Yeah. So anyhow, I'm struggling, and I think that's a lot of the reason why I've been so mentally exhausted, because it's tough. You know, at 49, starting a new career and still dealing with all the other shit and everything else. It's just an added, another added thing to do, which is fine. I'm not complaining about it, but I have to set boundaries, right? I have to learn how to do that for myself. Um, and um, and sometimes I just don't want to talk. Um, and that's what I think, Lily. I recoil thinking I'm saving people from me. Because when I get like that, Lily, it's funny you said that. Lily said, I recoil bloodhound in my head, I'm protecting others, but maybe myself. And I feel that way. I actually said that the other day to Debbie. I said, I need, I'm protecting others. I knew, like, because when I'm in that mood of complete, feisty girl, that's where I'm at. There comes a point in time where, I think I'm very hypersensitive. I will snap at anybody. I will be mean because I'm going through some emotional shit, right? I'm dealing with it and I just don't have patience for the monotony of the bullshit, right? And I'm thinking to myself, fuck, are you kidding me? Like, save me from you, please. Lord, give me the strength not to respond and do the best I can. My role is hard because I have to have an element of control, right? I can't fly off the handle whenever I want with people because, I can't. I put myself in this role, so I have to literally watch what I say, what I do, how my facial expressions look, because this is hard to lie, And so I do end up recoiling, or I'm away for a little bit because I just can't, and I'm at fear of lashing out. But I do feel it's for the other people, but I think it's a mixture. For myself, I know, isn't that, Lisa? And I haven't gotten to your message yesterday, girl. I have been struggling mentally with some stuff and trying to get shit done. Yeah, and Lily, I think we know when to stay away, right? For the benefit of others as well as for ourselves. Momster, I bet. It's a lot. Like, I couldn't imagine being around my nuggets every day, and they're exhausting, even just when I'm with them for a couple of hours. Staying away from sociopaths, me too, and learning how to recover from them is very interesting, because I didn't really ever think I had experience until just recently. Do I have a rage room nearby? Here's the thing, Ashley, about a rage room. You know what would happen to me in a rage room? I'm going to tell you. When people like beat shit with a bat, that's the rage room. You just damage shit. Somehow, some way, I'm going to end up hitting my own self with the bat. Like, it's going to swing around, and it's going to hit me in the head, knock myself out, and I'll need stitches or be in a coma. Or something will fly up and get in my goggles and stab me in the eye, and I'll have one eye dangling out. Like, I can't, that's my luck. That's my luck. My luck is that. So no, I stay out of rage rooms. I stay out of the axe throwing. Because for the same very reason, I go to throw an axe and it just lands straight on my foot. No, it's not a smart thing for me to do. No. Chadwick, are you in the gym yet? I'm too tired. All right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, could you see me throwing an axe? I would literally throw it and it would land and chop off my foot. No. I stay away from potential problems. And it's funny. I mean, I can barely get through an event in my yard without cutting myself. So I literally, no, I'm a mess. X's. Now, I could kick an X. I don't really have an ex that I would kick, but that would be a better thing to do. Like bring in an ex and let me beat the shit out of them. That I could do. You know, and they couldn't fight back. They would be in a straitjacket, and you can just punch, you can kick, you can grab. Okay, Taylor. A good cry typically helps me. I had a couple tears yesterday, but it wasn't like the full release. And I feel like I need a good cry because I'm here. This is where I'm at. I'm right here. And that's when I turned to the casino. And it's such a bad thing because I know that it's such a good release for me. And I can just forget, right, for a little bit. It's so funny, Johnny, you say that. I could never do that. I'm a hypochondriac and I'm a control freak. So that shit would freak me the fuck out. Thanks, Riley. It does, Taylor. It does. That's the rage room. Yeah. And I can't yoga. Oh, did you? Yeah, Joe, that was me walking out the other morning. Coda was sitting on the, she sometimes has vulva things that go on, and so she sits like really weirdly, and so she just makes me laugh. Did you see the way she was sitting? She was just like, anyhow, so these are the things that I'm really looking forward to a couple of days of rest, right? Grandpa leaves today. And I'm looking forward to a couple of days of just the lack of the other additional stress, right? Because it is a stress. Hi, Joe. Yeah, I can't. And if I could, like, I would take a tiny minuscule thing and, and work my way up because I'm afraid. Immediately I'll feel like I'm twitching or I'm like, do I feel? Yes. And Rhonda, and that's the thing is we laugh a lot. Yesterday was one of the funniest parts of the day. I wasn't muted on on Zoom, and Dan was giving Grandpa a shower. And all of a sudden I'm just laughing because it's some days it's really comical. And Lisa, wait till you see my tip. I'm gonna go get my gift after this. And it was just really comical. I mean, you guys, if we could somehow portray the shit, literally, just everything that goes on in the shower without, talk about no dignity, right? Talk about no dignity. We don't show it for that reason. And so, I'm just in my room playing Candy Crush, trying to just really, and I'm just laughing, I'm giggling, and then I hear a little giggle. This was like 10 minutes into the shower, and then I hear a little giggle, and I looked on Zoom, and we weren't muted. And then once everybody realized that I realized that we weren't on, everybody was sitting there quietly, probably wanting to just buckle and laugh. But I think they were just trying to be quiet because they didn't want me knowing to mute, right? So I think they were probably trying to be sneaky. And then I started laughing. I'm like, oh shit, sorry. And but the Zoom has been around. These core people, they've seen it all. They see me yell at Dan when I'm serious. They see us yell at Ed if we're like, I can't do it anymore. We do these things. And it's really funny. And so yesterday was a really funny episode of Shower Time. And I left them on because it was Dan is very dramatic. And, Grandpa can't hear, and then it makes it worse in the shower. And he giggles at Dan, but they can't hear that, but they giggle at Dan, right? He's giggling at Dan because Dan's like yelling and, oh, Daniel, and it's just really interesting. And then I was like, oh, sorry, I'm just going to leave you guys on so you can hear it. You've already heard a majority of it, and they're just dying. it was a good laugh. It was a good shower day. You know, Grandpa gets out of the shower and he's very content. And he says, well, thank you for that. I needed that. Hi, Michael Tucker. I've been asking about you. Let me go get my gift. Hold on a second. Okay, so let me preface this. I was sitting on my my stoop in my garage talking to my manager and just overwhelmed. Like, what are we gonna do? There's just a lot of complications with things that I still want to keep from the olden days, and just trying to figure things out. And I was just irritated and whatever. Right, and this was before I found out about the Porsche. They had just gone to go pay the $1,300 for Andrew's car, and hoping the stress of the Porsche. Is it gonna pass this time? Is it not? What the fuck? And just along with everything else that was going on through the day, my mental state, my mind, my sadness, all that shit. And I get up. I'm like, oh, he's like Amazon, and I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't order anything, thinking to myself, like, what the hell? I had a sign. He's like, oh, I need your signature. And I'm thinking to myself, for what? Fuck? So I open it up, and it's like sealed packed, like the vacuum packed. And so, and I was like looking at it. I opened it up, and I was like, what is this? And I'm looking, and my manager's talking to me, and I'm quiet. And I'm like, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I just got a gift. I don't know what the hell it is. And it was before I took out the stuff, and I was like, open, and I kind of opened it, and it kind of plumps up, and I'm, and then I was like, that is funny. Now I know what it is. Are you ready? Let's see if you know. Let's see how many people know. Now, y'all in a 5-second delay. So this is what I opened up. Can you see it?
You're still on? Are you showing that thing on what? Really? What are you showing that for?
Just the tip. The tip of the tip.
That's fine. Let's go. Come on. We can do it.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
Is this the funniest thing on the planet? So,
Live tonight?
just the tip. Yeah.
Live? Don't hit me with your penis.
It's a squishy penis head. So, if you know anything about me, it's like a squishmallow. So if you know anything about me, I always say just the tip, right? Right. It takes a minute, Tara. It took me a minute too. You're not the only one. I literally was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I took it out of the bag, and I'm like, and then I was like, that is fucking hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. So here's my tip. And it's the tip of the tip. And it's a squishy penis head. So for those of you, and the person that sent this to me is Azumi. Her name is Kelsey. And she had asked for my address the other day. And I was like, whatever. Yeah, the tip of the day. So when that guy said, it's the tip of the day to you, I said, that's funny you say that. It's the tip of the day. This was my first laughter of the day from hell, right? Was this. And then I giggled, and somebody said manager. It's a talent manager. We're getting a manager to help me manage the business aspect and maybe get some fun stuff to do. So I was just kind of holding it all day like this. It was a great timing. So, my talent manager was like, So when I say manager, that's what I'm talking about. And look at even that little indentation on the tip of it. I mean, come on. So he was like, well, what is it? And I finally realized it. And I said, it's a penis. And he said, and this guy doesn't really, I mean, he knows me, but doesn't really know me. And oh, really, Dolores? That's funny. And he said, a what? And I said, it's the tip of the penis. I said, it's a squishmallow and it's squishy and it's an amazing joke. And this was well needed today. So I went in and showed my Kelsey who sent it, and I said, oh my God. So then I was like, I better tell me who sent this to me. And then I said, she said, enjoy snuggling with your cock. And it's just the tip of the tip. So for those of you who know me, know I always say, we always talk about the tip of the tip, and it's literally just the tip. So that was an amazing thing. And I told her, and Grandpa did, because I was hugging it when I was talking to the Zoom, and he was like, what is that? And what was I going to say? You know, so I just showed it to him. I was like, he's like, what kind of animal is that? I said, I don't really know. I haven't figured it out yet. Everybody's like, tell him it's a penis. I'm sure I will at some point. But yeah, anyhow, that was great. It was I said, Kelsey, that was the most amazing thing ever. And thank you for that, because I really needed that today. So there you have it. It's a pillow. Yeah. I don't know if most of you know what a squishmallow is, but they're those, what do you call it? Big stuffed animals that are just bigger than that, or they're small like that. And it's just, they're squishy, and kids love them and collect them. And well, sometimes, Fat Boy, it has to be just the tip for some women. Figure it out. Collectibles, yes. Preslin had a tip today at brunch. What does that mean? You're even eating out again? Shit, I would be scared to eat out. Just the tip, you guys, just remember. Amazon. So if any of you are looking to send a joke, they have long shafts as well. Just the tip. They have long shafts as well. This is a bigger, just the tip. And they have, you know, smaller ones with the shaft and the caboodle at the bottom. From what I could see, as everybody on, yes, friends were like, yeah, it's very squishy. It's very comfortable. And if any of you know, you know, I always love, this was about the size. Brett, is that you? Maybe that we should name him. It was a Dan doll. So it really reminisces, it does, Leo, it does resemble a lot of the bald men in my life. I said that. They have all sorts of colors. Yes, all sorts of colors. So if you're looking for different colors other than the peach spectrum, they do. The one that I saw that was sent to me was like a light chocolate, but yeah, a jumbo one. Mary, it's squishy. It won't fit. I'm not doing anything. You guys are. Anyhow, so you guys with that. Just for you, it was more of a caramel color. Cindy, you too can look on Amazon and type in penis pillow. Penis pillow. 100%. And that's the tip of the day. Anywho, we will be on tonight. I gotta go. I gotta finish my arm workout. Love to you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a friend. Thanks for showing up. And just remember, you are important. You matter. You are worthy. And you're fucking amazing and beautiful or handsome. Remember that, believe it, set your boundaries. That was the message of the day. Set your boundaries, right? Have respect for yourself. If you need help, ask for it or get it done whichever way you know how. Like pay for it. Remember, set them, do it, the tip of the day. And love yourself. And by loving yourself, you set them. See you later tonight. Adios, amigos, muchachas, amis, mes amis. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. A tip of the day is to treat yourself kind.